It's time to wake up. Welcome to Ask the Guru. I'm J. Rob, the Guru of Peace, also known as the OG of protein, because I've been doing this a long time. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for tuning in. I've got some questions over here. I'm going down the list. Got a lot of questions, but let's see. This one here is, okay. Someone left in the comments for me, what was it like in the early days of starting your company? I remember those days, that was a while back. Did you wear a lot of different hats? All right, well, I did. When I started the company in 1988, I think I've told this story a few times before on Ask the Guru, but I'll go more into depth now. I was in a duplex in North Park, part of San Diego, and I started the company in a spare bedroom. My first warehouse in that bedroom was the closet. Filled that up with protein, my very first order, and a few other supplements that I was selling at the time, and had my computer in there, and I started writing books and performing seminars along at the same time. So we kind of did all that in '88. Perfected a protein powder around the same time, and that's how I really got started. Because at first I was actually just doing seminars and talking to people, and I would recommend, hey, use a protein powder and use it for a breakfast. 'Cause I was used to bodybuilding, and every bodybuilder knew to use a protein powder, but they didn't. So I had to educate them that way. Then I created the protein powder because I couldn't find one, and then so on. So I'm in the bedroom, spare bedroom of a duplex, North Park, San Diego, working. Got a phone. So things were really simple then. I had to first go around and hawk the powder. I had to go around to the stores and get them to use it. Jimbo's was my very first account, Jimbo's Naturally store. And then I just branched out from there. So it went along, and so eventually I was, after, gosh, I don't know, 6 months, less than a year, I was able to move to a house that had a 2-car garage, and I turned the 2-car garage into my office and warehouse. So that's how I had that. I put the phone system out there. Back then we had a fax, and I was able to run the company that way. So to make it seem like it was a bigger company when people would call, because back then more people were calling. You didn't really have the internet back in 1988 and through 90, 94 and so on. And internet really didn't come about until the 2000s plus. So back then we were getting all phone calls. And so I would answer the phone, and I'd have to disguise my voice so they would know, if this was J. Rob and they were calling to talk to me, then I would use my normal voice. But if they were calling to place an order, I'd use the order voice. And they who am I speaking with? And I say, this is Bobby. I go, yeah, this is Bobby. How you doing today? And then I've just talked through the whole time, and I'd use my Bobby voice. So as corny as that sounds, it perceived, and I wasn't trying to hoodwink anybody. I just wanted I wanted this thing to work. And I said, I'm going to use different people, different voices so I could get through this to answer questions and also to take care of customers and take orders. And it worked. And I think only one time somebody says, you sound a lot like J. Rob. I said, yeah, well, I guess that's what happens when you hang around the office together so much or whatever, and glaze that one over. So I would do that to make it sound like the office was bigger, and I would always say we, and it was just me. I had no other employees. And so at the same time, though, I also put in a personal training equipment so I could do personal training, to do personal training in there also. So I was doing that. At the same time, I think I mentioned that, I was also managing Jimbo's Natural Grocery Store in North Park still. So I was doing all that at the same time, using the different voices and trying to expand out that it was we. From there, I think it was there for a couple of years, and then I was able to first move into an actual office and hire employees. Someone in shipping, which was my mom to begin with, and an old friend of mine also, and she came in and she became the office manager. And so that I had 3 employees. I didn't have to disguise my voice anymore, and pretty much the rest is history. I wrote a book about that same time. I wrote a book called The Fat Burning Diet, And within 1 year, our sales doubled, and the rest is history. We just took off from there because I was teaching people not just how to mix a protein shake, but how you could use it to lose weight and get in shape. So that was a story of how I made the company seem bigger, look bigger, and used a few odd voices to make that happen. It all worked out. We did well, and we're still here rocking the Casbah. And I'm glad you're here, and thank you if you're a loyal customer. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you, and ask any question you'd like to. Or just tell me about the show or what you're thinking today, because I'd love to hear from you. Also, like it, and also be sure to subscribe, because that's what really makes the world go around. I can stay closer connected to you, because this is really not about me, it's really about you. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve for you. I'm here to share my wisdom with you. I want you to not have any of the problems or challenges that I had going through all of this. I'd want to give you tips that can get you through these hurdles and hoops and the problems and the pitfalls, because that's what wisdom does. You only learn wisdom through experience. And so I can share that with you and make your life easier and better. That's why I'm here. Please ask any questions you want. I'm always here, like I said. Anyway, we love you. Thank you for being here again. Hang loose for me.
Get the chill on, hang loose.